Greetings everyone, this is Connor from DagoraTV, and in this video we're discussing the possible leak of the Skyrim Remaster being revealed at the Bethesda press conference at E3. Okay, so this is the big rumour that's kind of floating around the internet right now, that coming from the Bethesda press conference, that we're going to be having a Skyrim Remaster at E3. And I first saw this article on the GameSpot webpage, and it's been apparently been broadcast via things like the Mr. Marty Plays podcast. That was where it was first heard. That's what it linked to on the GameSpot article, and it was also heard as well on the Eurogamer article and everything in the Eurogamer podcast that they've got going over there. They discussed it at length. So it's been a big thing that's kind of floating around, that's something that could be coming out of the Bethesda press conference at E3 on Sunday. And it's a big rumour, and Bethesda have actually already ported over Skyrim to the Xbox One in preparation really for the getting an understanding of the next gen consoles, and this is something that they did when they're first able to get a hand of the new consoles and everything, and start being able to make Fallout 4 for, you know, these new consoles and everything. It's a way to get an understanding. This is what something that Todd Howard said and a few members of the team said multiple times in E3 interviews last year when they was doing press and everything and revealing Fallout 4. It was something they talked about. So they've already ported it over to the Xbox One, so you can understand that. But maybe it wouldn't be too hard for them to do it to the PlayStation 4. So really, you know, it's very possible. You know, this is something that could happen, and I don't see why not, to be fair. You know, if it's already pretty much been done, you know, it's been ported over, you know, if they could make it, you know, look nicer, make it a bit more, you know, run better, have a better frame rate and everything, bring down the load screen times and everything like that. Basically, you know, make the game a lot more efficient to run on the newer consoles and everything, and a better version of it, then, you know, go for it. You know, those people on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One that don't have the 360 or the PlayStation 3 anymore, you know, they'll definitely want to play it. They'll definitely want to get their hands on Skyrim. You know, it's a treasured game. It's a beloved game of the last generation, and, you know, it's definitely going to sell well. I don't see why not, you know, to go for the payday and bring it in. You know, get the money in, because the players over them on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are going to want to play it. You're going to want to get that. But for the people on the PC, you know, the game can already be remastered if you get the right mods. So for someone like me, who's on the PC, or anyone else on the PC, I think this is sort of a purchase that they're going to stay away from and aren't really that excited about it. If it comes out on PC, I'll give it a go, see how much different it is from the vanilla Skyrim. But all in all, you know, you can get everything there already, you know, that we need to get on the PC. But this is something really for the console players, and I think it's a really great thing if this happens. You know, being able to play, you know, if the Elder Scrolls is, you know, is a treasured franchise, and to be able to get, you know, the best-selling one of the series onto the newer consoles for people to play, go for it. I mean, Grand Theft Auto did it. Why not Skyrim? You know, like it will definitely work. I think it will sell a lot, and it will get them a lot of money. But there's been quite a lot of discussion about people saying that they don't actually want it to be Skyrim to be remastered. They actually want it to be Oblivion, or they want it to be Morrowind. And for me, you know, if they did a Morrowind remastered on all three platforms, you know, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, I'll be up for that. I'll be up for Oblivion. I'd much rather that personally than the Skyrim one for me, because, you know, I can already get Skyrim looking great on my computer. But for those other two, that's what I would prefer. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, if they've already done it for Skyrim for the Xbox One, you know, they're halfway there. You know, they've pretty much done it already, so it's not going to take that much work, and it's going to be taking quite a bit more time out to do it for the older games, especially for a game like Morrowind. To bring that onto the newer consoles, it's going to take quite a long time to basically redevelop and remake. It's going to take a hell of a long time, and, you know, it will make a lot of money, but I think, personally, Skyrim coming onto the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will make more money for them, especially because, you know, it's fresh on the mind. It's a game that people know a lot more than Morrowind. If they announce Morrowind, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't sure what it is. You know, us lot in the community, everyone watching this video, I'm sure will know what Morrowind is, but in the grand scheme of things, I think Skyrim would sell a lot better. And I know people already played it, but I think that worked in its favour. People want to relive it, you know, because it's a treasured game. It's one of the best games of all time, and it will definitely be, you know, really cool for them to be able to go back and play it again. And this is probably a treatment of Bethesda. You know, this has actually been brought up to me by a couple of people on the YouTube comments, and someone I've got, you know, one of my friends in real life, who said that this is probably something to keep, you know, Elder Scrolls on the mind for the next year. You know, something to, you know, say like, oh yeah, Elder Scrolls, you know, that's still a focus of Bethesda, the single-player Elder Scrolls games, you know, we've still got them on the mind. Keep this ticking over. This is your fix until next year or the year after, when they announce Elder Scrolls 6 and showcase it to everyone. Because, you know, if they wasn't going to make a new Elder Scrolls game, they would probably just, you know, not talk about the series and kind of let it rest. But instead, no, that's not the case. You know, they're bringing out Elder Scrolls Online, they're bringing out Elder Scrolls Legends, and then you know, they've got this as well. You know, if this is true, I think it's very possible. I think a lot of people get it, and you know, I'm kind of happy for those people. Then you know, it's going to go down popular, and it's going to be a good surprise to come out of the Bethesda conference, because you know, when we was first announced that they was having a conference, there wasn't a lot really that we was talking about what Bethesda could showcase, but this is definitely something. And you know, I'm going to be talking about a lot more what I think in the Bethesda E3 press conference predictions. But all in all, I think, you know, it's a very good thing to have. And you know, say, do like basically what the Arkham Collection did. Say, you know, you can get these games and it's coming out in, you know, in a couple of months' time. I think that would be a good surprise for everyone. I think that would be great. Maybe even something like, you know, Fallout Shelter, not something like, oh yeah, you can play it tonight, but you know, in the next few weeks kind of thing. I think it would be, you know, a good surprise. I think people will be excited in it, and I mean, why would Bethesda or any business turn down a bucket load of money? I mean, it's going to make them a hell of a lot more money, and you know, that can be going into the production of Elder Scrolls 6, which will go down well and hopefully make it a lot better game. So thanks a lot for watching the video, and actually leave your comments below on whether you would like then, you know, to have a Skyrim remaster. If you've got a next-gen console and can't play Skyrim at the minute, you know, how excited would you be to be able to play it again, to be able to relive it? The people on the PC, what's your thoughts on it? Are you in the same position as me? Do you really care that this is coming out? You know, because personally, I don't really need it. You know, I've got the mods that I can be able to do it with. I've said that already. And, you know, I'm able to live my life like that. But how do you feel? Are you excited? Would you be looking forward to play it again? What is really, you know, the bulk of your opinions? I want to really find out if you're excited about this. You know, some people have said, you know, they'd like the trilogy to kind of come out. You know, the Holy Trinity, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim remastered. It would take a lot of work, but it would be great, you know, for people to be able to relive them, you know, before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. And what do you think this is a good business move? Do you think it's good for Bethesda to be doing this? I'm really wanting to hear your opinions on all this. Also, make sure if you're a new viewer, make sure you subscribe, because I've got a lot of videos coming out over this next week. I've got a hell of a lot of stuff regarding E3. I've got predictions coming out this weekend. There's probably going to be one or maybe even 2 videos a day for the next 7 to 10 days. You know, of me just talking about E3, you know, predictions, press conference reactions, news reactions, gameplay and stuff like that. And you know, there's going to be a lot of videos coming out over this next week, which is really going to be, you know, really my main focus. And the Elder Scrolls series is obviously going to be taking, you know, the first step in that. And, you know, any Elder Scrolls news, there'll be videos out almost immediately from me, because I'll be watching the conferences live, and you know, it's going to be a good E3. I think. Hopefully there's going to be some surprises from all the conferences, and I'm going to be doing predictions for all of them in the next few days. So keep your eye out for them. And also check out all the Elder Scrolls videos that I've got on everything like that. Check out Twitter, make sure you follow me on there. On Twitch, I've been live streaming, so go ahead and check me out on there. A few of you already followed me already. Check out the Patreon and all that good stuff. Leave your comments, likes, and make sure you subscribe to keep ahead on all my future videos. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you later.